Ahead and get started. Yes. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is the North Idaho Fair Board Quarterly Update. Today's date is June 18th, 2024. The time is 3 p.m. In attendance is Commissioner Matari, Commissioner Brooks is on the phone, and Commissioner Duncan is excused. I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Are there any changes to the agenda? Nope. Okay. Public comment? No public comment, so we'll go right into our business. The first item is the North Idaho State Fair update with Alexia Jordan.
Well, this is one of my favorite updates of the year with you guys. I try to keep it fun and uplifting because that's what the fair is all about. We have 59 days until the fair is here, so we are working little busy bees right now. Our arena shows include tractor truck pulls featuring lawnmower races, which are new this year, the demo derby, which is traditional and always sells out. Ernest and Nate Smith is our country concert. Sugar Ray and Smash Mouth is our, I'm going to call it a 90s concert. Both we expect to be very fun. And then, of course, we're going to have 5 nights of rodeo action this year, which is one extra night than we've had in the past. We did that because we needed to, we were selling out everything and just offer some more opportunity for people to enjoy the rodeo. We're working on finalizing our entertainment schedules. We have 3 stages programmed with free entertainment, 4 demonstration stages or areas, and a new series called Ask Me Anything that'll focus on exhibits. So maybe it's beekeeping or quilting or different things like that. So it'll be something new. And then around the grounds, we have many attractions that is free with your admission. So we have the Extreme Dog Stunt Show, which is very neat. It's similar to, there's an agility in the front and then sort of like Dock Dog. So there's a pool that they do stunts and jump into. Sarah Twister is new this year. She is a world-class contortionist who actually shoots a bow and arrow with her feet. You should definitely come see it. The Silver Starlets, they're acrobats. And the Major League Circus Show is new this year. And I think if you're into hockey or football, baseball, you'll really enjoy him. Of course, we've got hypnotists, magicians. Brad's Reptile Show will be back this year. Farm Park is our agricultural area where you can get hands-on learning. Curly's Fantastic Kids Zone, Robocars were something that people really requested to come back. So they're kind of like Transformers and run all over the grounds. Kids seem to love them. Animal Cracker Conspiracy is a stilt walking group that are really fun and very bright and full of colors. And then we have tons of local live musicians that will be featured at different stages every day throughout the fair. Our exhibits program is now open. I dropped you off a book, and Jonathan has some extras. There's over 5,000 classes and divisions that people can enter, and they have an opportunity to win prize money or premium money through entering. So if it's canning to quilting, dairy goats to egg production, you name it, you can probably enter it in the fair. So anything you're into, check it out. If you don't know if the class is available, call the office because we can help. Our market animal weigh-in is all concluded. We've got 218 pigs weighed in, 71 sheep, 45 goats, and 52 beef. Now that is just the market animals that have weighed in, so there's a lot more animals than that, but those ones will be going to sale. The sale is the last Saturday of the fair, so do come if you can. We're finalizing our traffic plans with the city for permits, working with KCSO and KCFR on emergency plans. Want to remind you to save the date for the Commissioner's Apple Pie Contest, August 22nd at 11 a.m. And our grand opening, which will be Friday, August 16th at 4 p.m. And then I just wanted to share that we have been selected by the Western Fairs Association to be their feature fair tour of the year, which is a big honor for any fair that's, I'm going to call it West Coast region. We'll have 20 to 30 fair managers represented at our fairgrounds during our fair to see what we're up to. So I'm pretty excited for that. That is my fair update.
One side note with our rodeo, if you saw the video of the bull that escaped during the rodeo down in Oregon, he jumped a fence and ran around. That's our stock contractor that had that bull, and that bull has retired, they said. So
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, it is.
And the fence is tall enough, a little taller
Yeah, it's a
fence in
little
our
taller,
place.
yeah.
Taller than his
All
were.
right, well,
but-
that's all you need.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting when we were told that. With a new stock, or he retired, so we won't have him at our
Well,
fair.
that's good to hear. So, Commissioner Brooks, did you have any questions, comments?
So the bull that escaped, that has nothing to do with the hamburgers, right?
Maybe not at this fair.
Not at our fair.
Okay.
I do have a question. Just out of curiosity, of 5,000 different contests that people can enter into, what is the furthest distance that you can think of where you've gotten an entry?
So we are only open to the northern 10 counties in Idaho. And I think we've gotten an art submission from Moscow is the
Yeah.
furthest I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured it would have been maybe a little further, but
yeah. Well, we try to get our books down there, but I think getting up here to interim is a little bit difficult
Sure.
sometimes.
okay.
So.
Well, this
What was the attendance last year?
The attendance last year of the fair, I believe, was 167,000 and some change.
What are you projecting for this year?
Well, of course, I want more. It's an outdoor event, which is very contingent upon weather. So last year
Yeah.
the first 4 or 5 days were kind of tough. We had a real hot day. We had a lot of smoke. We had a lot of fires going on. And then we got hit with some rain pretty hard for the next couple days. So we were blessed in the fact that the rain cleared up in the evening, so we were able to do every single arena show. But it did affect the attendance on those days. However, now that we have the 10 days, we were really able to make up some ground with that last weekend, and it was very busy on that last weekend. So we weren't
Great job.
disappointed, but yeah. Thank you.
well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next item. And that is number 2, North Idaho Fair Board alternate recommendation.
And I'll take this one, Jerry Johnson, Chairman of the Fair Board. We have 4 alternates. One of our alternates hasn't participated for about 9 months. We've tried to make contact and haven't been successful, and that's Elizabeth Brewer. And I guess we'll ask that she probably isn't an alternate anymore. They're appointed by the commissioners as well. We had 2 people recently that have been coming to our meetings for a long time that did send Jonathan applications. One being Dave Paul out of Post Falls, and the other being Nick White down in the Worley area. Dave Paul's chairman of our rodeo committee and has participated in the fair for at least 17 years. Nick White is one of the main food vendors we have. And his family's been doing concessions at the fair for 3 generations, I think, is what he told us. So those applications are here, and I guess our recommendation, we'd like you guys to review them and get your thoughts. But if you'd appoint a new alternate, our recommendation would be Dave Paul. But I encourage you to look at both applications, and then if you feel you could appoint one of them to an alternate position, that'd be great. They're both longtime volunteers and do a lot of work around the fair. So
Okay.
we always like to have a full, contingent of alternates. It's good to have them. There are more people to call upon when we need volunteers or help doing stuff. So, and these 2 are well versed in that. So.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, do you have a protocol, like if you miss a certain number of meetings?
The bylaws state, I think it's 2 months in a row, and then we evaluate that. So, I guess we don't hold fast to it, but it is in our bylaws that
Okay.
you need to attend. You can be excused from different meetings with no problem, but Alexia's tried to make contact and hasn't been successful. So we just thought we'd bring it to you at this point.
Well, I appreciate that. Too bad that at least you didn't get some notice. So
Yeah.
you kind of got left a little bit dangling there.
Yeah. And usually people tell us, or if they move out of the area, but we haven't heard anything, so.
Okay. Commissioner Brooks, any comments, thoughts?
Just a question. I'm interested in who you're going to have. Which one of the commissioners are you going to have do some opening remarks? Because I would recommend Bruce.
I think that would be great if Bruce would wanna,
All right.
Commissioner
we'll
Brooks has
put
been
it out there. If Bruce would like to do it, we'd be more than happy to have him.
he's
All
been
right.
he's been humoring me all day, and so it's continuing. But with that said, I'd be happy to.
Okay, thank you. We
That'd be
normally
great.
just
Great,
ask
great.
whoever might be interested in it, and that seems very fitting, so thank you.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
I'll get you
Okay.
details.
All right, thank you. Anything else on this?
I don't think so. That was our main two items today.
Okay.
If I could, I think we would love to ask that if you could appoint an alternate before the fair, we could get them situated and actually give them some good jobs to do.
Sure.
I know I would
Jonathan, do
appreciate it.
we have those applications, right?
Commissioner, I'll look through. We had a recent transition with our email, and we haven't been getting all the emails that we might have been getting, so I'll have to double check and make sure. But we have a couple other boards that we need to fill, so we were compiling a list for you all right now, because the airport has the alternate opening and snow groomer. So we had a little advisory board flush.
Okay, well, if we don't have any for the Fair Board, can you just coordinate with Jerry and just make sure we get those applications? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving on, public comment. Yes, Ron.
Ron Hartman. I just want to say thanks to Alexia on behalf of the Knights of Columbus at both St. Thomas and St. Pius. That's our biggest fundraiser, and the booth we get there inside the building is great. And to say, you're by far and away our biggest fundraisers when we do the fair.
You guys sell a lot of corn dogs.
We sell a lot of hamburgers and corn dogs and that. I mean, we rake it in.
Good partners for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time we've been good partners. And did I hear you say you got a tractor pull this year?
Yes, we do.
Well, being I was at both Caterpillar and John Deere, I might have to make sure I attend those. Not sure Ford would have any entries, but thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else? Jonathan, anyone online? No? Okay. 3:13, meeting adjourned. Thank you.